yes, guys, we got that new webcam, courtesy of some nice, cute girl that decided my webcam was too crusty. So we got this one popping off. Hopefully, she's not watching this video. So today we're going to be ranking all of the tower defense games on Roblox. Now we got some special ones in there, some ones you don't know. But if you guys don't know, I try to play almost every tower defense game that comes on Roblox. I'm not just an anime fan. I'm a pretty big tower defense game fan. I've been playing since Bloons Tower Defense 4 back when I was in grade school. So I've been playing tower defense games for a long time. Before we hop into it, guys, I have too much Robux. You guys can see me up here. I have like, what is this? 900,000 Robux. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, if I cash this out, I'll get about a few pennies. So it's not really worth it for me to dev exit. So we're doing a massive giveaway. We're trying to reach 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. And as you guys can see from this graph, we should be able to do that. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the graph from when ALS dropped. Oh my gosh. And if we do, we're going to be giving away that 1 million Robux you just saw. I have a lot more impending, guys, so don't worry. All right, so let's get it started. Hopefully I don't make too many people mad. And of course, guys, I'll have the link down to this tier list. I made it myself down below. If you guys want to DM me your tier list or email it to me, I'll have all that information down below in the description. All right, let's get it started. First off, let's start with a less controversial one. Yikes, you know, it's about to get, you know, a little tough out here. We have Anime World Tower Defense. Now, honestly, guys, back in the day, this one was easily an A-tier game. Now, unfortunately, it has since died. But I will give it credit where credit is due, and I will put it in the A-tier. It was a very good game. However, that stupid food mechanic, bro, what the frick was that, guys? Oh, my goodness. I do not understand that one. That one was just... didn't make any sense to me. It just seemed like a pain in the butt. But it's all good now. That pain is unfortunately over. Now, I do believe they are dropping a massive, like, 50-unit update, so maybe it will be no longer dead. So, next up, we got Tower Battles. Now, Tower Battles is an OG game, and it is actually before my time. So I'm going to put this in the OG tier. I haven't really played it much, unfortunately. All right, let's see what we got here next. We got Toilet Tower Defense. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys. I have played Toilet Tower Defense. Now, the thing about Toilet Tower Defense, it is skibbity. So, you know, all the skibbity content, for some reason, gets an insane amount of players. So, that is what it is. Let me fix this webcam a little bit. It's falling on me. But I'm going to have to... it's falling again. I'm going to have to put it in the B tier. Actually, I'm going to have to put it in the C tier, guys. I'm going to be honest. The graphics are bad. Dude, like, compared to these anime tower defense games, dude, this game got nothing at all on it, dude. Like, nothing at all. Now, I do appreciate that the development team is like one person. It's like Talantric and one of his buddies. So that's pretty cool. But unfortunately, yeah, I don't think that's that controversial. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. We got Anime Fantasy. Now, Anime Fantasy, if you guys don't know, it got stolen by a fake Roblox employee. All right, he was impersonating Stickmaster Luke, the GOAT. Now, because of that, guys, Anime Fantasy is now officially dead. I don't know if they will actually ever even get it back. So I really hope they do, because Anime Fantasy was a pretty good game. But now, I'm going to be honest, ever since Anime Defenders dropped, I don't even know if it could come back. But for what it was, guys, it was a pretty dang good game. All right, next up, guys, we got Anime Crossover. Now, Anime Crossover wasn't half bad. I'm going to give it B tier. Now, it is kind of dead now. They didn't update fast enough, and everybody got bored and left the game. But it's not a bad game, so I'm going to give it the B tier. Like, if Anime Defenders didn't drop, like, the next week after it, it would have popped off, probably. But didn't update fast enough. All right, next up, we got Tower Heroes. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've ever played it, so I'm just going to put Tower Heroes in the C tier. Never played it. All right, next up, we got SCP Tower Defense. Now, SCP Tower Defense is a pretty good game if you like SCP. I'll be honest, it's honestly a B tier game for me. I played it a while. They sponsored me once. But I would say it's a pretty decent game. It's a little bit old now, though, and the graphics didn't age as well, but it's still a good game. Next up, we got Tower Defense Simulator, guys. Honestly, you got to put this one in the S tier. This is like the game that pretty much started it all, like the next wave. It has so many updates. Now the graphics are looking crazy good. Honestly, a pretty dang good game. Now, it was a little bit too grindy for me compared to these anime games. But overall, guys, Tower Defense, whenever it updates, everybody's hopping back on. It's the OG, easy S tier for me. Next up, we got Tower Defense X. It's good, but I just feel like it's almost like too much of a copy of the original. And I'm going to be honest, the original has been cooking so much. I'm going to put TDX in the A tier. I think TDS has the edge, especially after the new revamp. All right, next up we have Skibidi Defense. I'm gonna be honest, I've never played it. I'm gonna just put it in the C tier, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I need to get into the Skibidi Tower Defense games, but you know how it is. All right, next up we got Arena Tower Defense. This one is another one of like the OG games. It dropped a couple years ago. I remember playing it. It used to be called like Waifu Tower Defense, but they changed the name. So honestly, since they changed the name, I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. They didn't stay true to the roots. They had to tame the name. So I can't really give credit to that one. It's not a half bad game. They definitely stepped it up over the years, but I just compared to all of these other tower defense games that have dropped, I just don't think it's it. All right, next up we got Action Tower Defense. Now, Action Tower Defense honestly is a pretty good game, but it's unfortunately dead. It was fun back in the day, but the graphics, if anything, have just not aged with Roblox. So like compared to like this, it's just not it, guys. But honestly, it's not that bad of a game. But it's kind of dead now. I don't think it gets updates in like a year or two, so it's dead. All right, next up we got Pixel Gun and Pixel Gun 3. I'm gonna put this game in the S tier. This game is really cool because it has a whole lot of like fun modifier modes. And honestly, I played so many hours of this game. Honestly, pretty much all off stream. I just loved it so much. Pixel Gun Tower Defense and Pixel Gun Tower Defense 3, cream of the crop games. Very simple. But honestly, even if you don't even know what Pixel Gun is, I think you would like it. It's just a great tower defense game. Next up, we got Bubblegum Tower Defense. This game was honestly cool on the release. It was the closest thing to Bloons. Like, this is literally just straight up Bloons on Roblox. But unfortunately, they never really updated the game, and it's just dead. I'm really sad about it, though. I thought it was good. All right, next up, we got Naruto Defense Simulator and Demon Slayer Defense Simulator and all the games by Koala. Honestly, guys, they're just not, the quality just isn't there. It's not a bad game for what it was back in the day, but with the quality of these new games, I just can't really rank it that highly. So I'm gonna have to put in the dead tier, unfortunately. And next up we got Toy Defenders. I used to love this game. Honestly, I used to stream this game a lot back in the day. It never really popped off though, but it's not a bad game. I'm gonna give it C tier. Actually, I'm gonna give it B tier. It was good for what it was back in the day, but definitely is a little bit outdated. But it was fun. It was a good time. Next up we got Anime Defenders, the new game, guys. Honestly, it's close, man. I'm gonna be honest. I might get some hate for this, but I'm gonna put in the A tier. I think they still have to prove themselves. Now, I will say the graphics are absolutely insane, but they still have to pass the test of time, and these games up here have passed the test of time. And Anime Defenders, we don't know yet. And after that secret unit glitch, that kind of, dropped it down a tier. When everybody got like 10 free secrets, that was like, I don't know, man. We'll give them some credit, but I don't think they're quite there yet. All right, next up we got Fruit Tower Defense. Man, this was a decent game, guys, but it just wasn't, it's not the same quality that we expect of these new games, So we got to put it in the C tier. It just wasn't high enough quality. All right, next up we got Ultimate Tower Defense, guys. Definitely an OG game. This was honestly like one of the top tower defenses back in the day. I think it passed All-Star a couple times or something random until Anime Fighters dropped, which was made by the same owners as the Ultimate Tower Defense was. I would say Ultimate is definitely one of my favorite games. I still have an Ultimate Tower Defense channel. It's called Chad Spot. If you guys like Ultimate Tower Defense, it's pretty good. All right, next up we got Anime Last Stand. This is the game I still own a stake in, so full disclaimer. I will put it in the A tier. I personally think it's a little, I don't think you can put it over Anime Defenders, guys. Anime Defenders quality is still a little bit just too crazy. However, I will say Anime Last Stand has a lot more content though. So it depends if you want content or quality, but they're both good games. And I think Anime Last Stand is upping the quality. I saw a lot of the new sneaks. So I think Anime Last Stand might move into the S tier. And then we have All-Star Tower Defense, guys. If you don't know, I made over like a ridiculous amount of money off of this game. And this game honestly let me quit my job. All right, guys, I quit my job as a software developer to play All-Star Tower Defense. Like, I was making good money, but All-Star was paying me more. So I'm going to have to put S tier for All-Star Tower Defense because without them, without Fruit, without Medal, guys, I would still be in an office working 9 to 5 and not in my mom's basement playing Roblox. So shout out to All-Star Tower Defense. Without them, none of this channel would be possible. Same thing with Ultimate. Without those two games, this whole channel wouldn't even exist. Anime Last Stand took me to the next level, so a great game as well. So I'll put this list down below. If I missed any games, I can add them on pretty easily. Just send me the thumbnail of the game, And comment down below what you think of my rankings and if I messed anything up. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.